drop your city, your state, where you're representing. Let us know where your goals for this season. Go ahead and drop the city, your state. As you guys are coming in tonight, we'll have some fire for you guys. So please stay tuned. Make sure you're not distracted, so you can get these good nuggets from it. Good afternoon, Charlene. How are you?
I'm okay, honey. How y'all doing?
Doing good. Glad you're tuning in.
Yes. Miss Waters, make sure you connect with me after the live.
Okay. Okay, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome in, millionaires. Welcome in, DLP Legacy Taxes. We are in the building for the new season. Whoop, whoop. Welcome in, guys. So I just would like to take this time out to just, thank our CEO for being just such a trustworthy business partner. But if you could, guys, as you're coming in, go ahead and drop your city and your state that you're coming in, that you're going to be taking over this season, that you're going to be building that new clientele in. We would love to know where we're connecting with you from. And just some of your small, and short-term goals that you'll be, have set going into the new season. If you want to double what you did last year, you want to get that new revenue, whatever it may be. We want to see those goals in the chat. So for some of you who don't know, I may be introducing you to her, but for the rest of you, I'll be reintroducing, because of course we have some returning business partners. That just shows you that the business aspect of DLP Legacy Taxes is on point. Can I get some fire in the chat? All right. So I want to introduce to some and reintroduce to others a phenomenal businesswoman, a serial entrepreneur. She's a mother, she's a grandmother, she's a wife. She's an amazing friend, a trustworthy business partner who is not only building a legacy of wealth for herself and her family, but she's extending unlimited opportunities for others to build generational wealth and legacy for their families as well. She is none other than our very own CEO of DLP Legacy Taxes, Miss Latoria Porter. Drop some fire in the chat as we welcome her on to drop those jewels and those nuggets.
Thank you.
Have a great season.
Awesome. Thank you. Can you hear me, Lakeisha?
I can hear you.
Awesome. First of all, I do want to hand it back to Lakeisha. Lakeisha is so driven. She's so motivated and passionate about her own personal business. And she also puts that same passion into DLP Legacy Taxes. She helps us out when she can. She trains when she is available. She motivates our team. She is definitely what I call our motivational queen when it comes to DLP Legacy Taxes. She keeps us on our toes, right? She keeps us aware of the emotional roller coasters that we can actually face during tax season. And she's really that person that I can literally call on, or she can even call on me and be like, hey, Latoria, I haven't talked to you in some days. What's going on? How you doing, right? She is always checking up on me. And I definitely want to say thank you for always being there to uplift me. If you guys notice, just by hearing the tone of her voice and the things that she speaks, is definitely anointing. She is a very anointing individual. And I just want to say thank you, Lakeisha. You've been rocking and rolling with DLP Legacy Taxes. for the last few years, and we absolutely love having you a part of our team. I don't even know, to be honest, where we will actually be without you. But thank you for putting in the effort, that same effort she puts into her real estate business, her credit repair business, her own tax business. She actually extends that and invests her time into DLP Legacy Taxes on the corporate end. So I want to thank you, Lakeisha.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's my pleasure. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said I wouldn't have this opportunity without you.
Thank you. Well, guys, let me go ahead. I'm going to dive right into it. We try not to keep you guys on here too long. We're going to be on here about 20, 25 minutes. That's it. We're going to let you just drop some jewels on you and let you run with it how you run with it. But guys, let me go ahead and first introduce myself. Lakeisha gave a absolute warm introduction, but I want to kind of elaborate a little bit more about me, because you probably want to know, well, who is Latoya Porter, right? My husband and I, we actually started this business about 6 years ago. I've been doing taxes since I was about 16 years old, and I actually learned how to do taxes from my aunt. My aunt was the beast of doing taxes in our family. And the thing about it, she used to do it by hand. There was no software for her to actually put the information in. She had the actual paper forms from the IRS. She used to order them from the IRS. They mailed it to the house, and she would actually just fill out the family members' taxes. And the thing about it, I was so passionate about math that I used to sit and watch her actually do it. And so it eventually became my job, right? She eventually said, well, hey, Latoya, which they call me Toya. Hey, Toya, go ahead and try it out, right? So I began to do the family's taxes. And then I quickly began to understand the value of entrepreneurship. I then went back to school. I got my MBA in finance. And then I decided that I wanted to take my tax hobby, because I was doing it as a hobby at the time, and turn it into an actual business. And at that time, the only thing that I knew of was to go to a big box store and get some training, work with the big box stores, get under my feet, and just partner with them. That's all I knew. And so that's exactly what I did. I actually went to Liberty Taxes for tax training. And during that training process, I was immediately offered a position to actually work for them. They knew they could see the leadership skills and they could see the value that I could bring to their company. So they immediately offered me a position. But the thing is, they offered me a position for $8 an hour. At that time, I was also working at a large financial institution and when I was going through training with Liberty. And so I knew how much I was worth, right? I was working at a bank and I was making way more than $8 an hour. So it didn't make sense to me for me to downgrade and pay and work more hours. Let me know if that makes sense to you too. So I decided I was going to go a different route. I decided to find something else, in which I did. I actually began scrolling through Facebook one day, kind of like a lot of you guys that are listening to us here on Facebook, right? As well as on here on Zoom. And I quickly came across one of those groups and I saw a post that said, hey, who wants to start a free tax franchise? At that time, yes, I was intrigued, and yes, I was skeptical at the same time. I'm gonna be honest. I like to be transparent, right? I did think that it was a scam, because at that time, this is years ago, right? At that time, it was unheard of for a online business to be free, right? I had been doing insurance. I had been network marketing. My husband and I, we had sold clothes out the back of our cars. And in every single one of the ventures that we did, we had to invest in. And so I was skeptical about it being free. $8, geez, yes, $8 to, after you have learned the actual tax skill. And so what happened was, yes, again, I was a little skeptical due to the word free. It did raise a red flag for me, but in turn, it actually turned out to be one of the best things that happened to me. So I decided to go ahead and I partnered with this tax company for a few years, and then I rebranded myself over to DLP Legacy Taxes. And this is really where my full-time entrepreneur journey actually began. My husband and I, we've been able to create a foundation not only for ourselves, but we have been fortunate enough to be able to successfully coach others to six figures and help them build massive teams as well. We have been able to be duplicatable. And in businesses, you want to be so simple that whenever someone else comes into your organization, they can duplicate exactly what you're doing. And that is what we are about here at DLP Legacy Taxes, being able to have something simple and having it to be duplicatable. Let me know if you go whoop, whoop, right. Drop some fire signs, some money signs, something in the chat. If you are super excited about learning how to make a year's salary in the first 4 months of the year, who's excited about that? And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna drink some water. Okay, I got some people on Zoom. They super excited. I see some money signs and some hearts flying up here on Facebook. Yes, I see some yeses. You guys are excited because I'm super excited, right? Too. So, guys, again, I first want to welcome you guys to the DLP Legacy Taxes business overview. You're probably wondering, who are we as a company, right? I told you about me individually, but who are we as a company? We are a virtual tax company, and we have been in business for 6 years. Again, we rebranded ourselves in 2021, and we do have over 150 virtual tax partners. Our corporate office is located in Arlington, Texas, and we have tax professionals across the entire United States, okay? Our actual mission is to be able to provide resources and education to our communities. And we want to be able, again, to provide a simplistic way so that our community can actually grasp the concepts and utilize the things that we do teach and that we do offer to set a foundation for their generations. So guys, we want to welcome you all to the world of possibilities, because the thing is, we want to help you create a legacy for your foundation, or a foundation for your legacy as well. As you guys know, there are a ton of people out here who are looking for opportunities. And guess what? DLP Legacy Taxes has a no upfront cost opportunity that we are providing each and every single one of you. All you have to do is grasp onto it and start, right? But we are offering a seasonal business that can produce a yearly income that can help you fund your goals and your dreams. So you're probably talking about, okay, well, Latoya, I hear you talking this, but what exactly does DLP offer that other companies don't, right? Well, let's talk about what the other companies do, right? Other companies, they do have startup fees. If you guys notice, there are, if you're scrolling on social media, you will see a lot of pop-ups, or you'll just see individual companies posting, hey, who wants to start a tax business for X amount of dollars, right? These companies, they actually have startup fees to actually partner or franchise with them. With these companies, you also have to pay for their marketing. You're going to have to pay for their training. Anything that their company provides to you, you have to pay for it, right? You're going to have to pull that out of your personal pocket because you haven't made any business income yet, and you're going to have to pay for that out of your pocket. They also only have training is in person only. They're going to require you to actually have to take time out of your busy day, attend their in-person tax class. And if you're a person who works a 9 to 5, or if you're a person who has other things going on, that might actually hinder you from what? From actually going in to learn that new skill. And with those physical offices, what do you have to do? You're going to have to pay for rent. You're going to have to pay for the utilities. You're going to have to buy furniture to furnish the actual business. You're going to have to get decorations, snacks, toiletries, right? If you have a restroom inside of your office, and so much more. So what's going to happen is, when you first start that tax business, you're going to be digging more into your pocket, your personal pockets at that, to actually get the tax business started, rather than actually starting to make money. Does that make sense? I'm just checking for understanding. Right, because again, we're all about being simple. We want to make sure that you understand what it is that others offer, and we want to make sure that you understand what we're going to offer. And I'm going to talk about that next on this next slide. It does. Okay, perfect. Here at DLP Legacy Taxes, we're actually in the business to help everyday people such as yourself start a business without having to invest or spend any of your personal income out of pocket at first, right? We want you guys to come in, learn the skills, start marketing, and then we want you to go out and make a profit. I learned when I was getting my MBA, I learned in one of our finance classes that most businesses fail the first 3 years. And that's because they're constantly having to pull money out of their personal pocket. They're having to run up their personal credit. And then eventually they run out of money, right? And so they run out before they actually get started. So they just quit. The thing about with DLP Legacy Taxes is we have no upfront costs or fees to partner. We're not going to tell you at the end of this call, hey, Mrs. Jeanette, pull out your credit card, right? We're not going to do that. We are a no upfront cost opportunity. We do offer free online training and marketing tools and resources. We do give marketing tools and resources to our tax partners. We do offer free cloud-based tax software. Oh, you guys, I'm gonna show you a screenshot of that. You're absolutely going to love it. And the thing about it is our opportunity can be conducted in all 50 states, all across the United States. It doesn't matter where you are. I'm here in Texas. Miss Lakeisha is in Florida. We have people in Georgia, Arkansas, all across the United States who can actually do this business, and you can too. It doesn't matter exactly where you are. And the thing about it, best of all, and I love talking about this part, is you can do it from the comfort of your home. There is actually no need for you to have to get up and get dressed every single day, right? No need to have to do that. You can actually get up, drop your kids off at school, get you some coffee, pull out your laptop, you can sit at your kitchen table, and you can actually work this business from home. Even if you do have a 9 to 5, how does that work for you, right? Because I used to do my 9 to 5 and work my business at the same time as well. What I used to do is right once I got off, I would go to my kids' games after school. We would come home, I would feed them, I would put them to bed, and then I would work my business, right? So you can absolutely work this business any time of the day, 24 hours, 7 days a week. It's a win-win. It really doesn't matter. You set the schedule, and you can work that at any time, right? And I'll just check the chat. Yes, ma'am, definitely the way to go. We here at DLP Legacy Taxes, we offer a turnkey business. And what exactly do I mean by that? We're going to give you, again, you heard me talk about being duplicatable, right? We're going to give you something that we have already done. It is a proven system, and we're just going to give it to you. We're going to place it into your hands. You're going to partner with us. We're going to say, okay, this is what we do. Go ahead and follow it, right? We're going to give you the free cloud-based tax software. We're going to give you free online training. We're going to give you free marketing tools. You're going to get a mobile app from your client. And the thing about the mobile app that I absolutely love is that your client can actually download this on their phone. And you know, everybody in the world nowadays has a phone. Everybody knows how to download an app, right? So your client can securely download our app on their actual phone. And once they download the app, they can securely send their information to you. And I'm gonna also send you guys a screenshot of that as well. In addition, we actually give you a business email address. It's not a Yahoo email. It's not a Gmail email. It's an actual business email address to help brand you as a tax professional in the industry so that you can communicate back and forth with your clients as well, okay? All right. As I said, I wanted to show you guys a screenshot of our cloud-based tax software. This is a screenshot of it. It is very, very user-friendly. Don't even trust me. If you want to try it out, go ahead and sign up and you can try it out. But it is user-friendly and you can actually access it from any device. You can access, all you need to have access to our cloud-based software is internet access. So you can, again, actually work this business on the go. You can be vacationing, right? You can be over there. I see a lot of people talking about Jamaica. I see a lot of people talking about going to the Bahamas or going over to Mexico, Cancun, whatever it may be. You can work your business while you're vacationing. You can be at a relative's house. You can even be working your 9 to 5. And I'm gonna give you guys an example of what I used to do, right? I mean, again, I like to be transparent. When I was working both my business and my 9 to 5, whenever I went on a lunch break or a actual, they gave us those 2 15-minute breaks, I would pull my laptop out and I would actually pull the quotes that my clients sent me, and I would actually do my clients' taxes during those breaks. So you have the opportunity to do your clients' taxes from anywhere with this cloud-based tax software, okay? Right, fire. We do have a state-of-the-art online training academy that is complimentary for those who do partner with us. Here is a screenshot of how it looks when you actually enroll in our academy. The academy is free. And again, it's available immediately upon enrolling. The great thing about this is it's self-paced. What do I mean by that? You can actually do this at your leisure. And again, we keep stressing that you can do it from the comfort of your home because we want to let you guys help you guys understand how you don't even have to leave the comfort of your home to be able to do this. You just have to put in the time, right? So there's no need to actually have to come into the tax office. There's no need to have to sit in a classroom full of people. I talked about having to learn at the pace of a group, right? Me, I'm a fast learner. So when I'm in a classroom setting, I tend to get bored because I learn a lot faster than a lot of people, right? So when that comes to taxes too, if you're in a classroom setting, you're going to have to wait till the group actually grasps the concept before the instructor actually moves on. And so we want to make sure that you guys understand you can do this again from the comfort of your home. We also know that the pandemic has just started to kind of go over, right? But flu season coming around. I hope y'all know that, right? Flu season getting ready to start. So who wants to actually be in a crowded space and risk getting sick to learn a new skill? So guys, again, with our online tax academy, you'll learn every aspect of basic tax preparation at your own pace. Guys, I like to engage. So who's excited about being able to be comfortable and in their own home and learn a new skill for free? Who's excited about that? Drop some twos in the chat if you're excited about, hey, Latoria, I can just sit at the house. I can pull up this academy on my phone, on my laptop, on my iPad, and I can actually learn this, right? I see a bunch of twos here on Zoom. What about you guys on Facebook? Who's excited about that? Okay, we see some people on. Okay, awesome. But guys, here's also a screenshot of our mobile Taxes to Go app. Here your clients can download the app and securely upload their documents. Again, their documents will automatically come over to you and you can prepare their taxes from the comfort of home. In the app, a great thing about it is your clients can sign from the app. If you guys notice, she's pointing at this blue link right here in the middle. It says sign documents. Your client can sign right there from their phone. They click that blue link, sign with their finger, and that signature will go on all of their tax documents. Also, your client can chat with you. You can chat back and forth with the client. If you look right below at the bottom of this phone, there's a chat icon. Your client, if they have a message that you have sent, it'll show up how many messages they need to read, and they can communicate back and forth with you in this app as well. And when it comes to taxes, I want you guys to understand communication is very important. And being able to communicate with the client via app on a phone is absolutely priceless because everybody, again, uses their phone, right? And again, we're not going to ask you for a credit card at the end of this. I had somebody message me earlier today and said, okay, I'm about to sign up, but when are you going to ask me for my credit card information? I said, man, we're not going to ask you for your credit card information because we are honestly no front up cost opportunity, okay? All right, and guys, remember, I keep telling you this is all with no upfront cost. And so we truly are not going to ask you for any information for your credit card information, okay? Right here is where I actually get super excited. I get excited when I get to this part of the presentation because if you knew my story, you know this is a long way from where I have actually came. But this year, so far, we have been able to pay out $300,000 in weekly payouts to our partners. And that's super amazing for us to be able to not only be able to make income for ourselves, we have been able to help a ton of other individuals go out and make income for their family. So I want to kind of elaborate on how you too can go out and make some income for yourself and for your family. So let's talk about our tax preparers compensation, okay? When you first come in and you partner with DLP Legacy Taxes, there is a 60-40 split on tax preparation, okay? And what that means is that you're going to get 60% of that, and DLP Legacy Taxes will get 40% of that. So let's go ahead and break it down, right? Let's go ahead and count, see how much money you can make, okay? So let's say that you charge a standard flat fee of $400 tax preparation fee, and you're going to make 60% of that, okay? So you're going to make $240 per client that you actually do. And just keep in mind, I want you to think about, let's compare this. Remember, I told you Liberty Taxes told me they're going to pay me $8 an hour. And you can do one tax client in an hour and make $240. You see the big difference, right? And it was going to take me about a whole week probably to make $240. So just keep in mind, this is absolutely unheard of to be able to do one client and really make almost $300 for that one client and probably do it in about 30 minutes to an hour, right? So let's say you go out, you get 50 clients. You charge those clients the same $400 standard tax preparation fee. You make 60% of that. You just made $12,000. 50 clients, $12,000 in your pocket. Let's say you go out and you tell more people about your business, and you also get some referrals, right? Referrals count too. So people say, you know what, Mrs. Ferris, she did my taxes great. You need to go to my tax lady, right? So you ended up doubling your clients. You get 100 clients the next tax season, charge that same $400 tax preparation fee, make that same 60% compensation. Then you just made a $24,000 profit in the first quarter of the year. And let's say that she was like, Latoria, hold up now. I see these numbers, but let's calculate this. Let's say that you have a business and you needed some extra funding for your business, right? So rather than going to a bank, rather than getting a loan from the bank and them charging you interest, you said, let me go ahead, I'm gonna put some extra effort into going out and getting some extra clients and some extra referrals. And you went out and you did 450 clients, times that same tax preparation fee of $400, same 60% compensation. You just made $108,000 in the first 90 days of the actual year. Now, who will be excited about making six figures? Who will even be excited about making $12,000 in 3 months? Who will be excited about that? Let me know. Drop some bags and a sign or something. Let me know. I see Miss Wilson says she's gonna be super excited. I mean, I take the 12K any day. Like, put it in my hand. I'm going to pay my bills up, right? Imagine if your rent is $1,000 a month and you make 12K. You just paid your rent up for the whole year, right? Miss Farron said, hey, she got some money signs. Let me look up here on Facebook. Hey. All right. So guys, this is an opportunity where you can actually go out and you can make a year's salary. You just have to put the effort into it. The thing about our company as well and other companies is that every company does recruit. When it does come to businesses, companies, they do go out and they look for collaborations and they look to build teams. And here at DLP Legacy Taxes, we're no different. We do provide incentives for our tax partners who do go out and introduce others to our actual platform. What happens when you go out and introduce people? That's a great question. What's going to happen is when you do go out and introduce others, you're going to not only be able to make unlimited income potential off of your own tax clients, you're going to be able to leverage the efforts of those that you introduce, and you're going to be able to make an extra 10% commission off of each and every person that you personally introduce into this platform. And I wanted to be able to give you guys a visual. If you guys notice over here, we have the computer screens that have DLP Legacy Taxes on it. Imagine you being in the middle, right? That's you in the middle. You go out and you introduce your mom, your sister, your cousin, your brother, and your niece, right? You say, y'all got to come do this with me. I made some money and I know y'all can too, because you know everybody in town, right? So they go ahead and they decide to partner with you. And let's say each one of them, those individuals go out and they get at least 30 tax clients, okay? So that 30 tax clients times those 5 family members that decided to go in with you, that's 150 tax clients, right? Out of those 150 tax clients, let's say that they charged also, they duplicated what you did. They charged $400 tax preparation fee. They're gonna also make a 60% commission off of that. So they're gonna make their money. And then for you, you're gonna make a 10% bonus off of their total revenue, which totals $60,000. So now, when tax season is, you're gonna get a bonus check of $6,000. Who will be excited about getting an extra check off of the efforts of somebody else, right? Who will be excited about that? I'm down for that all day, every day. Who is excited about that? Who would be excited? And Ms. Wilson said, all day, every day, right? Run it through, right, Ms. Tanya? So guys, and the thing about this is unlimited. So the more people that you do introduce into this platform that actually go out and do something, the more leverage that you can do have with those individuals and the more passive income that you can make, okay? So you're probably wondering, okay, Latoria, this sounds really, really great. How do I get started? Well, that's a great question. That is a really great question. Well, first, what you're going to need to do is get a fee from the IRS. The IRS does charge $35.95 for the PEDN, and I want you guys to know that goes directly to the IRS. It does not come to DLP Legacy Taxes. DLP Legacy Taxes does not take the payment for the PEDN. It's directly on the IRS.gov website, and the PEDN is needed. It's kind of like a social security number for taxes, okay? All that is required if you are looking to prepare taxes for compensation, and each and every one of us want to get paid to do taxes, right? So you're going to need that PEDN number, and again, that is $35.95 to get it. And then all you're going to need to do is get signed up on the DLP Legacy Taxes website. You're going to get trained, and then you're going to start marketing. So now is actually the great time to go ahead and get started today. It's actually all up to you, right? It's totally up to you. You have to make that decision. I kind of tell you my story at the beginning, and making decisions is really hard, right? Whenever there's a decision to actually jump and try something new, sometimes your brain, you have that little man on the left-hand side, like, you can't do that. Then you have the little man on the right-hand side talking about, yes, you can, go ahead and do it, right? So don't allow you to talk yourself out of it. So make that first decision. I know it's hard, but again, it's free. The only thing that you are risking is your time. As long as you put your time and your effort into it, you can absolutely soar with this opportunity. So take this opportunity, show up, show out, let your name be the name that the people in your community think of when it comes to taxes, right? So take that leap of faith, go out there and win for yourself. Get back with the person that actually introduced you to this opportunity and get signed up today. We do want to thank you guys for tuning in with us. Please go and like and share this actual video for those of you who are on social media with us. And also follow us on social media. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube by searching DLP Legacy Taxes. But again, we want to thank you all for taking time out of your busy evening. Again, we didn't want to hold you longer than 25 minutes. So again, get back with the person who introduced you, and you guys have a wonderful night. Have a great day.